Nepal, the top of the world. Steep mountains and vast landscapes define the Himalayas. People live in remote mountain villages and in vibrant cities where the ancient culture is ever present. But hardship is widespread. Hunger and diseases, the threat of natural disasters. 1 in 5 people lives in poverty. The non-profit association Shanti Leprahilfe Dortmund e.V. provides support in the form of food, medical care, education and self-help programs. They collaborate with the local partner Shanti Sewa Griha. Shanti began in 1992, founded by Marianne Grosspietsch as a private German aid project in Nepal. Nepal is located in South Asia, bordered by India and China, lying high in the Himalayas. The capital, Kathmandu, is set in a wide valley in the center of the country. On the outskirts of Kathmandu, the effects of poverty are clearly visible. Dozens of brick factories are staffed by people who have come from remote mountain villages because they struggle to earn a living in their hometowns. They make bricks for a fast-growing city, yet they live in makeshift huts built from stones and sheet metal. Surasha Bishwakarma started working at the brick factory as a teenager. 6 months of the year she stays here, a 2-day journey away from her hometown. Her son and her husband have come along with her.
Our village is called Kolbang. At home we often don't have enough food. The hardship is severe.
The tiny shelter is built out of cold bricks. So is the family's bed.
It gets pretty cold here in the evenings. My son is sick and he often cries and coughs at night. He has trouble sleeping all night long.
Most people here belong to the lower class in the traditional caste system. The Dalits are often referred to as untouchables. Legally, discrimination against them is prohibited today. In practice, however, Dalits face oppression and exclusion. Since they can hardly find any other work, they end up here, putting their health at risk in the factory. Kun Bahadur Bishwakarma is the father of the small family. He has been suffering from stomach problems for many years.
I toss and turn from side to side, but I can't sleep. I have no appetite and I don't want to drink water. I feel nauseous, like I'm about to throw up.
For the past few days, he has been too weak to carry out his work. The family now lives on the mother's income, about 5 to 8 euros a day. She carries several thousand bricks each day. About 14% of Nepalese people are Dalits. The caste system makes it hard for them to access education, employment and medical care. Violence against them and their exploitation are often not punished. Children and teenagers also work in the brick factories, caught in a cycle of poverty and exclusion. The aid organization Shanti Sewa Griha visits the people at the brick factory on a regular basis.
Namaste, hello to all brothers and sisters. Oh, how are you, kid? We met recently at a health camp, didn't we? How are you? What's your name?
Bijendra Kunwar is bringing jackets and sleeping bags.
So cold right now, and how they live, you will see their house. How they live, it's like everywhere you will see all the wind used to get inside, and it's very difficult for them to survive.
Shanti is active in many parts of Nepal. Supporting the marginalized Dalits is a major focus of their work.
I'll give you a sleeping bag so you can stay warm while you sleep. It's still so cold.
Many children live here. Some of their mothers are still teenagers themselves, married at 14 or 15. The families also need medical care. Shanti regularly brings doctors to the brick factory. They treat the people free of charge.
There was a small conversation with them, and one of the ladies said, if we got a major issue in their health, then only they have to call the God. They have no other options to survive. It's very, very hard for them.
Tomorrow, the Shanti team will bring a bus. Anyone who needs help can visit the organization's health center in Kathmandu. Shanti Sewa Griha is located in Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. Among other things, the organization operates a health center there, staffed by doctors from various fields, with 80 bed spaces and a pharmacy. Early in the morning, the people from the brick factory arrive. The work is made possible by the German partner organization. Shanti Leprahilfe Dortmund e.V. is one of the major private aid organizations from Germany and Nepal. Founder Marianne Grosspietsch started the project in 1992.
If we were not getting donations and ideas, technical and supports, then anything is not successful in Nepal. So the major or the more important issue is Germany, especially Marianne. She's like a mother for everybody, also not only for Shanti, including Islam and brick factories and whoever is needed the help.
Shanti focuses on treating all kinds of diseases. The clinic is free of charge and open to everyone. Any medication is provided for free. Bahadur Bishwakarma has visited the doctors a number of times.
I've been doing this work for many, many years, in the dust with dirt and stones. Things have really gotten worse. I didn't have this stomach condition back when I was 15 or 16.
Certain health conditions are common among brickmakers. They are caused by dust, cold and heavy lifting.
They have to work on and sustain their life without affecting the work and also taking their proper care of health. We counsel them how can they work safely in those environments. Just wearing a mask may protect them from various kind of respiratory disease.
The medical lab is next door. Many diseases can be detected with a blood test. The lab assistant Shanti Magar grew up at Shanti. Her grandparents were patients there, and her mother works as a teacher for the organization. Her training was funded by Shanti.
The work I do just feels right. People come to us carrying so much sorrow. They share their stories, and we're able to support them. We explain to them how we can assist them, and they come and accept our help.
Soon the problems are identified and the right medication is prescribed.
Now that we are going home, we need to take the medication regularly. My child should be given an ointment and medicine, and we should come back if there is no improvement.
Free access to medical care, that is one of Shanti's main priorities. The work of Shanti Sewa Griha is wide-ranging. It includes a school, a free hostel, and rehabilitation activities for people on the margins of society. Those living with the effects of leprosy or polio, as well as people with disabilities, are often rejected in Nepal. Here they find a safe space and a purpose. Sunita Magar designs colorful cards. She has lost an arm. With a disability like that, she can hardly find any occupation in Nepal.
It happened at my workplace. That's where I lost my arm. We produced a special type of batik dye there. I can't remember the name right now. It is from India. And while I was doing this work, my arm got caught in the machine and was severed. I had only been working there for 45 days.
Marginalized people discover their artistic and craft talents at Shanti.
We who cannot manage on our own help one another. It is only natural. Some have no arms, some have no legs. I support them, and they support me.
An employee from Germany is working on site. Heiko Grosspietsch organizes various aid projects for Shanti.
Namaste. So these are the finished ones. So may I take them? Thank you.
These will be sent to Germany and then handed out to donors, so that they can actually see what the people here have created, rather than just hearing about it in theory.
Many of them used to have to ask for alms. And they are not the only ones affected by exclusion.
The problem is that it doesn't just hit the person who actually has the illness. It affects the whole family. In other words, if a mother falls ill or has an accident and loses a limb as a result, she is cast out. Not just her, but her children as well.
So, thank you.
About 7,000 kilometers away, in Dortmund, is where the aid project began. The founder, Marianne Grosspietsch, sees human rights as the guiding principle of her work. A life in dignity and freedom, without exclusion and poverty. This is needed in Nepal.
For me, the very fact that human rights exist represents such a huge step towards the development of an ethical humanity. I am simply grateful that Nepal has signed them as well. However, the resources to implement them are lacking, because providing enough food for everyone, ensuring everyone has decent housing, and giving all children the opportunity to receive a good education requires money. And if that money isn't there, then it's really just a piece of paper, not a lived reality.
In a tailor's workshop, Shanti's beneficiaries make clothes that will be given out for free. They receive financial support, housing, food, and healthcare. Through their work, they develop a new sense of self-worth. Lokendra Bohara came here at the age of 16, along with his 3 younger siblings. His father had died and his mother left the family to remarry.
Back then I had to go out and work for other people, for example in a hotel. For a few months I struggled to get by just trying to support my family. The situation was really difficult. There was no one at home, my parents were gone, there was simply no one there. I was the oldest in the house and suddenly I had to take on all the responsibility and somehow hold everything together.
When they could barely survive in their village, they came to Shanti. Today, Lokendra assists many of Shanti's aid projects.
We always have been poor ourselves, haven't we? That's why we're so happy when we can help others. It feels good. I don't want other people to suffer. Even though we've had to suffer ourselves, I want others to have a better life. That's why my work makes me truly happy.
His sisters also live at Shanti. His brother now works in the neighboring country, India. Samjana and Bipana attend the Shanti school, which is located on the premises. School usually costs money in Nepal, but this one is free. Bipana is 11 years old and attending 5th grade.
The education here is truly excellent. Children who cannot afford an education or who are unable to attend school have a great opportunity to learn here. All their needs are covered. The school provides books, notepads, pens, and everything else they require. And our organization offers children the chance to participate in various activities, allowing them to explore their interests and discover a career path.
The class includes children of Shanti's beneficiaries, as well as children who no longer have families. Bipana Bohara wants to finish school and then go to college. Shanti is funding this too.
I really like math class. I want to be a doctor when I grow up. And once I become a doctor, I want to open a hospital in our village and work there.
Lokendra wants to stay with Shanti until his sisters graduate from school.
Even in their free time, both of them continue to study hard. So far, everything is going well. Compared to before, a lot has changed for us. We used to have a really hard time finding food and a place to stay. Here, everything we need is provided for us. I'd like to thank the organization. I'm really happy. Hopefully others won't have to experience what we went through. But if they do, I hope that they will too find this kind of help. It's good here and I'm very happy.
The two sisters live right here on the property. Shanti operates a free hostel for children who can't live with their families or who don't have parents.
At first, when we arrived here, we felt uneasy. My sister and I cried for 3 or 4 days straight. But the older girls reassured us and told us that it was nice here. Then we became friends with them. Since then, we've really enjoyed living here. It wasn't hard anymore.
Samjana Bohara wants to become a social worker when she grows up. She plans to return to her village. It is located deep in the western part of the country, about 3 days' journey from Kathmandu.
It's still pretty underdeveloped there. Things are slowly improving, but some homes don't have water, and many lack a decent place to live. That's the main problem. Plus, the hospitals are very far away. People just don't have access to good care.
Children like Bipana and Samjana could play a vital role in Nepal's development. This requires the help of people in Europe.
If you think about it, we started 34 years ago. And just look at how many hundreds of people were able to help now. All because a few individuals in Dortmund got together at some point and embraced my idea that we could achieve something together. And together, it sounds so simple, but together we really are strong.
Through German-Nepalese cooperation, Shanti is creating a home for people who are socially excluded in Nepal. Shanti's medical team regularly travels to remote regions far from the capital. After all, not everyone who needs help is able to make the trip to Kathmandu. Therefore, Shanti organizes mobile health camps. Where the mountains grow steeper, the road ends. From there, the journey continues on a sandy track. The world's highest peaks are now within reach.
This place are very underprivileged village. They have no access. You just see the roads conditions. If they want to come just for the delivery or send small severe cases, they should come to Kathmandu. So our idea with the health camp is prevent the major problems in future and prevent the health issue in the beginning if we screening so they don't have a severe cases in future.
The trip to the village 300 kilometers away takes about 2 days. Eventually, they reach their destination, the small village of Rapcha. The Shanti health camp will be set up in the village school. Traditionally, a white scarf is given as a welcome gift.
This evening we will set up all the departments. As per the departments, we are already here many times. So all my colleagues and my staff, all the team of the medical team, they know.
The school is transformed into a fully equipped medical center.
And we are a little bit tired today because it's already 2 days drive and you already see the road conditions is really, it's some kind of challenging. But we managed till here, so we are happy. Now tomorrow we can conduct health camp.
Early in the morning it begins. Nearly 2,000 people live in town and many more in the surrounding area. They all can get checked out. The team includes specialists in general medicine, dentistry and eye care, as well as a gynecologist and a physical therapist. The facility also has a laboratory and an X-ray machine. Around 800 people are expected to visit the health camp over the next 2 days.
So they all are coming far, far away. So from the morning, some people even walk 4 hours. That is in our record, that they are walking ahead. So we have already now started. So we give a first priority to the people who are coming from far and that they will get all the facility for their health.
At first, the patients are seen by one of the general practitioners. Dr. Bikash Simkara is examining a girl who has been sick for several days.
Her mother was really worried about her because she was having a fever and common cold, and she was worried if the child has a pneumonia. So I examined the patient. We had a blood test done, and luckily we got access to the X-ray too. She didn't have pneumonia. She had some viral kind of illness, and I prescribed her medication. Hopefully, she will do good in some few days.
Medical underprovision is particularly risky for families. At the local health post, childbirth can still result in fatalities. For example, during the delivery of twins. The situation remains difficult even after birth.
It's very hard for them because the illness for a child attacks them very quickly and very easily. And since the parents are very young, they are not much aware about the health of the child. So it affects the health of the child in several ways, and even simple diseases can make child more ill and even kill them. Such, for example, like if the child has pneumonia and if they don't get access to proper medications in proper time, the condition of the child is gonna go really very worse. And the awareness is really important for those young mothers.
At the Shanti health camp, villagers are introduced to preventive care, medical treatment for acute illnesses, and health education for a healthier life. With nurse Swastika Kandel, people receive both.
as we have provided the health education for the people, they have developed that how to maintain the hygiene, how can we eat the nutritious food, how can we maintain our balanced diet, and also the how can we promote our health by doing the significant jobs like maintaining their hygiene, doing regular exercises, and also to drink plenty of water and eat a nutritious food, balanced food, so that they can balance the food and the health in the same way.
The nurse started working for Shanti a few months ago. For her, it's a calling.
I am from a low community family that I have seen many people facing the many health related problems, and they have died in unexpected way without getting any care. As a nurse, I can provide them the health education that I know, and I can give the health care that I know.
Shanti organizes about 25 health camps each year. From remote mountain villages in the Himalayas to the lowlands of southern Nepal. They visit the village of Rapcha at least 3 times a year. The villagers make their living mainly from farming. Hasti Mayare and her daughter Jinu have a small farm. Hasti Maya is a teacher at the local village school. Many young people move to the big city of Kathmandu after graduating from school. Hasti Mayare's 2 older children are no exception.
The 2 of them have been renting a room there for 2 years so they can study. In about 3 or 4 months, my youngest will be ready as well. Then we have to send all 3 of our children to school there. Only my husband and I will stay here to take care of the farm.
Jinu has visited her siblings in the big city before.
The noise there was pretty annoying at first, but I gradually got used to it, and it's fine after a while. There are lots of houses there, and the air isn't exactly clean. It's different here. The villages are spacious, quiet, and just more pleasant.
Soon Hasti Maya and her husband will be on their own, just like many other parents in the village. Most young people try to find a job abroad after finishing their education in Kathmandu. Jinu, however, has different plans.
I would like to enter the medical field and open a hospital here in the village. That way, I hope to provide medical care to the local community and contribute to the development of our society.
That's why she wants to help out at the Shanti Health Camp today. Mother Hasti Maya is happy that her daughter wants to stay in Rapcha. She herself would have left the village long ago if she weren't a teacher. Jinu has an important task today. She is helping to care for malnourished children. A major problem in Nepal. About a quarter of all children under the age of 5 are stunted, due to a long-term lack of essential nutrients. Lito, a traditional porridge made from grains and legumes, helps to combat the issue. Shanti uses donations from Germany to feed as many children as possible. Each meal costs 42 cents. And Jinu is gaining her first experiences for her future as a doctor.
Well, organizing the queues is a bit of a challenge, but other than that, it's great. It's fun because there are so many people from different places. I get to meet them and talk to them. I can also talk to the doctors at the camp and learn new things. It's really exciting.
In the lab next door works Shanti Magar, who grew up at Shanti. The organization funded her training.
The people here in the village are very friendly. They follow the advice we give them, and they're very helpful. When we come here, we feel at home, and that's what motivates us to keep coming back. Everyone is open and happy to accept our help.
Program coordinator Bijendra Kunwar is happy about the success of the health camp. He first came here in 2021.
As per the data, we are really reducing the numbers of the people as needed. In the beginning, it's far more people are in more suffering we are finding, but now there are many more are getting more better, and it's like we find some of the women or the old lady like Amma, very old women, they are now able to see with our glasses, $1 glasses, and some are with the eye cataract, they are seeing and they are coming to the camp. And they said, last time I came with my children, they need to get me here. But this time I meet one of the Amma, very old lady, and she was very happy that I can come by myself with the stick. Now I don't need anyone, my grandchildren, to get me here.
The first day of the health camp is over. Most of the villagers are already asleep. But one family is still expecting an important visitor. A traditional healer arrives. The Dami is an important ritual figure in the village's local belief system. The family has invited him to communicate with their ancestors. The Dami arrives in camouflage clothing, but once the preparations are complete, he will transform into a medium for the spirit world. One of the guests is a local villager named Chandra Bahadurai.
A wedding celebration took place here 15 days ago. Various items from the house were used during the ceremony, and there were rituals in which the names of our ancestors were called. It often happens that people become ill or unhappy afterwards. To restore health and peace to the house, we perform a special ceremony that we call Chinta in our community. This is a tradition unique to our village.
Only the Dami can appease the ancestors when their peace has been disturbed by a boisterous wedding celebration. The villagers believe he is essential to their survival, for illnesses caused by spirits cannot be treated with medicine. The people in the village seek both, the care of the Dami and medical treatment from doctors.
When we have physical injuries, a doctor can heal them. A cut, for example, can be treated medically. But when it comes to inner pain, when the soul is in distress, there is nothing a doctor can do. That is where the Dami comes in. We have followed this tradition for a long time, and we believe in it. We respect both modern medicine and traditional healing equally.
The following day, several hundred people will once again visit the health camp. Here, the villagers are slowly becoming a little less cut off from the outside world. Poverty is widespread in Nepal, including in the capital Kathmandu. Shanti Sewa Griha provides a hot meal to around 2,000 people every day. Early in the morning, volunteers begin to prepare the vegetables. In a large kitchen, Indra Kumar Tamang is cooking Dahal, a typical everyday dish of rice, lentils and vegetables.
I feel very happy and proud. Here we prepare meals for children who don't have parents or for those who have been separated from their families. We also cook for people affected by earthquakes or floods. Being able to prepare meals for them and serve them brings me great joy.
The Shanti team delivers food to several low-income neighborhoods in the city. People in these informal settlements often don't have enough money to feed themselves properly. Every night they can fill their plates at the Shanti truck. A large, impoverished neighborhood is located by a river in the center of the city. The makeshift huts are built in the floodplain. Most of the people here are daily wage workers. Pamela Ray has lived here for 20 years. Because her knees are in bad shape, she can no longer work. She lives in a hut made of bamboo, planks and a plastic tarp. She cares for a 23-year-old daughter, Ria. A few months ago, Ria fell ill with jaundice. She is still recovering from the effects of this serious disease.
At first, she just had a mild fever, so we gave her some medicine. We didn't know at the time that it was jaundice. When she suddenly turned very yellow, we rushed her to the hospital. At one point, my daughter lost consciousness, and at the hospital they told us her blood pressure had dropped significantly. They weren't sure if she would survive.
Just a few months earlier, they had suffered a major setback. In the fall of 2024, severe flooding devastated the entire neighborhood and destroyed their home.
After the flood, we had basically nothing left. No possessions, not a single belonging. Many people helped us and shared what they had with us. During the reconstruction, Shanti Sewa Griha provided us with food. I am grateful to them because it was thanks to them that we had something to eat at all. We didn't even have cooking utensils or plates. All of these things were provided to us by others. We ourselves had nothing, not even clothes, just what we were wearing when we had to flee.
Ever since the flood, Shanti has been coming here daily to serve an evening meal. Ayusha Tamang hands out the food. She lives here as well with her father, who has diabetes.
The flood hit very suddenly. My father barely managed to escape, and the floodwaters washed away his medication. Because he could no longer take his medicine, his blood sugar levels caused him to become paralyzed.
Because her father now needs constant care, Ayusha Tamang is rarely able to work.
I just want to say, I wish my father would get better soon. He can't even go to the bathroom on his own, and we have to feed him. If he could go to the toilet and eat by himself again, things would be easier. I have to work to survive, and we also have to take care of the children. Looking after the ill people at the same time is too much for one person. You have to work to eat. That's just the way it is.
People in the neighborhood continue to live in dire straits. In April 2026, shortly after filming, the government had the informal settlement demolished. For thousands of people, a time of uncertainty has just begun. North of Kathmandu lay vast fields. Most people outside the city are farmers. Shanti Sewa Griha operates 2 farms where families can earn their livelihood. Fresh vegetables from these fields are used by the Shanti cook for daily meals. Many of the people who work here belong to disadvantaged castes and are socially excluded. They are particularly vulnerable. Farmer Suntali Bishawakarma has lost her home and farm, and with them their livelihood.
It's hard when you don't have enough to eat. In our village in Rameshap, landslides and the earthquake destroyed our homes. We had nowhere to live and had to stay on other people's fields. Our situation was very difficult. In the middle of this crisis, someone told me, "Come here, just like your sister Rita. Work and earn your food." That's how I ended up here.
Suntali receives financial support, food and medical care. Shanti covers the school expenses for her 2 daughters. The 3 of them live in a cottage on the farm.
Today I cooked radishes and potatoes. In recent days, I've been preparing mustard greens. We eat whatever greens we have on hand, and if there are potatoes, we eat those. That's just how it is.
Shanti picks up a part of the harvest. The fresh vegetables are prepared and used to feed the beneficiaries of Shanti. Farmer Suntali will remain at the Shanti farm for the time being because her daughters attend a nearby school.
All that matters to me is that my children have a bright future. I've been through a lot of hardship. I hope that my children will have a better life than I had.
Through good education, this wish can become a reality. Nepalese mountain villages are in the state of change. Many fields lie uncultivated because young men are leaving to work abroad. Left behind are women and the elderly. They cannot maintain all the fields on their own. As a result, there is a shortage of food and income. Shanti distributes fruit trees. Growing fruit is less labor-intensive than traditional farming. Fruit for self-sufficiency and for sale. That's the idea.
It doesn't need so much effort to get the fruits plants here in as per our climate. It's really good, like here the mango, the lychee, avocado, and also some places where in the down area we get oranges and like lemons. So it is our climate and the environment is very friendly for the plants, grows very well, and give really nutritious fruits.
Today they are planting 200 fruit trees in the clearings of a pine forest. They are expected to bear fruits in just 3 years. Farmer Bima Lagiri has been involved since the very beginning. Together with the other villagers, she has already planted over 4,000 fruit trees in the area.
If we had a lot of fruit trees growing here, we could establish a tree nursery and sell saplings. That would allow us to make some money and provide a better future for our children. It would also be good for our health. We've done all this because we hope it will make a positive difference. And we've also received your support. Thank you very much for that.
The mixed forest also helps to counter the effects of climate change. It stores water and is resilient to droughts and heavy rainfall. It protects against landslides and absorbs CO2. The young trees are expected to grow quickly.
Actually, this is the right season for giving compost, as a feeding the compost to the plant. So after a few months, when there is monsoon, the plant will get the nutrition from this compost and it grows really well.
Shanti has already planted 10,000s of fruit trees across Nepal. People are taught how to grow crops organically, without pesticides, using natural fertilizer. Today they are learning how to produce it.
It's very easy to make. We can make it from our very local things over here, like the cow manure and the outlayer of the eggs. So it's very simple to make in like any places in Nepal or anywhere we can make.
Applause! I'm going to throw it in there. Watch closely, you need to get this. We stuck it in layers, starting at the edge.
In a few weeks, the fertilizer will be ready.
The fruit trees will help a lot in future because we already know some of the villages, they are growing a lot of oranges and also a lot of some places are mangoes. So we want all the places in the village especially that we can grow a lot of fruits for our healthier life, for getting in future their livelihood will get better.
Fighting hunger and protecting the climate. That is Shanti's mission. When the sun rises in Kathmandu, many people are drawn to the temples. Pashupatinath is one of the most important religious sites in Nepal. This is where families cremate their deceased loved ones. Many people show up early in the morning to worship Shiva. Like Bijendra Thakur and Natuni Barai, who are artists at Shanti. They seek blessings and peace for the day. For Bijendra and Natuni, religion provides an important anchor, especially after a devastating turn in their lives. Both contracted leprosy. Even today, Nepal records more than 2,000 cases of leprosy every year. The disease is curable, but the physical effects last a lifetime. Bijendra Thakur was infected when he was still a teenager.
They chased me out of the house. Down by the river, they built me a hut. My father, my mother, the whole community said, "Don't let him back into the village. The disease is contagious." I was very sad. To get this disease at such a young age and then be excluded from the village and not cared for by my own family, that caused me a great deal of pain. I have experienced a lot of suffering. The most important question was, how am I supposed to fill my stomach? I had to go begging. That's how I somehow survived. Sometimes I ate, sometimes I didn't. If someone gave me something, I would eat. If not, I would go hungry.
It wasn't until years later that he received medical care, by which time the disease was already well advanced. He couldn't return to his village. Asking for alms at the temple was his only option. A Shanti employee found him here and brought him to the organization. Natuni also came to Shanti, seeking both medical care and a purpose. Although the infection has been cured in both of them, they will need medical care for the rest of their lives. Leprosy has damaged their nerves so severely that they often cannot feel injuries. Small wounds can quickly turn into large sores that are difficult to heal. At Shanti, they receive care, not just physically.
Since I've been with Shanti, I really feel a huge difference. It's like night and day. My children have all gone to school and received an education. You could say we're a happy family. Now we have enough to live on. My son works too.
A life filled with self-confidence, that's the goal. For Natuni and Bindeshwar, it has become a reality. The Shanti beneficiaries now have a purpose and a calling, whereas before they were mostly marginalized. In the streets surrounding Shanti, society has already changed. Natuni and Bindeshwar can freely visit the small restaurants where they like to have tea at lunchtime.
This is how it is around Shanti. There are probably fewer than 2% of people who feel disgust or keep their distance or avoid us. It is almost non-existent. But as soon as we go a little further away, it's at least 50%. So many people who are staying away. And that's still within Kathmandu. We don't even need to talk about outside the valley. It's much, much worse there.
Shanti proves that social change is possible, even if it takes time. The first step has already been taken. The Shanti community has something special planned for today. There's a party. Children, teachers, staff, patients, and the medical team are celebrating together, just like every Friday. The students have prepared dances and music.
Everyone really feels at home here. It's like one big family. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. Everyone is supportive and willing to help. You can feel that warm, welcoming atmosphere the moment you walk in.
All are like one family and supporting each other, and this celebration makes us combine each other very from the heart to soul. So it is like connected between each other, and also it gives good feeling, and also like we are always making our children feel like a family.
For the Shanti children, life has only just begun. With an education and self-confidence, they are ready to begin their journey. Some have already set their goals. Student Samjana Buhara wants to return to her village, which she was forced to leave after losing her parents, to serve as a social worker. She has been living at Shanti with many other children for several years.
All my friends are studying here, just like me. I hope that they too will do well, and that they'll do everything they can. I hope that they don't quit, but keep moving forward with their hard work. And I hope things with Shanti continue as they are now, or even better.
We are one family. This is the motto of Shanti.